The old Victorian house stood on a hill overlooking the town, a beacon of forgotten memories and whispered secrets. Its dark windows seemed to watch over the town, holding within them the stories of a bygone era. The house had an aura of mystery, a silent guardian of tales untold. We were drawn to it, a group of friends with a shared thirst for the unknown. Emily, the adventurous one, always ready to dive headfirst into any mystery no matter how dangerous it seemed. Ben, the level-headed voice of reason. His cautious nature often kept us grounded, reminding us of the risks we faced. And me, Zach, always seeking answers beyond the veil. My curiosity often led us into the heart of the unknown, driven by a need to uncover the truth behind the legends. Legends surrounded the house, tales of a family driven to madness, their possessions left to gather dust and shadows. Each room was said to hold echoes of their despair, the walls whispering their tragic stories to those who dared to listen. Our objective, the basement, a place shrouded in darkness and whispered to hold artifacts imbued with the lingering energy of the house's tragic past. It was rumored that the basement held the key to understanding the family's descent into madness. The air grew heavy with anticipation as we approached the creaking porch steps. Each step we took seemed to echo through the silence, amplifying our sense of foreboding. The rusted doorknob turned with a groan as if disturbed from a long sleep. The sound sent a chill down our spines, a reminder of the house's long-forgotten past. The smell of damp earth and decay hit us instantly, a cold wave of stale air sending shivers down my spine. It was as if the house itself was breathing, exhaling the remnants of its sorrowful history. This was it, our gateway to the unknown. The entrance to the basement loomed before us, a dark portal to the secrets we sought. With flashlights piercing the gloom, we stepped inside. The beams of light cut through the darkness, revealing glimpses of the basement's eerie contents. Each step we took brought us closer to the heart of the mystery, and we knew there was no turning back. The air inside was thick with the scent of decay and the weight of forgotten years. It felt as though time itself had stopped, leaving behind only the remnants of what once was. The atmosphere was heavy, almost suffocating, as if the house was holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. Cobwebs draped everything like macabre decorations, and dust lay heavy on every surface. Each piece of furniture, each forgotten trinket was cloaked in a thick layer of neglect. It was as if the house had been frozen in time, a snapshot of a life long abandoned. Our footsteps echoed in the oppressive silence, each step deeper into the house, a step closer to the unknown. The sound of our movement seemed to disturb the stillness, sending ripples through the air. It was as if the house was aware of our presence, watching us with unseen eyes. Light struggled to penetrate the gloom, our flashlights casting dancing shadows that seemed to writhe and twist with a life of their own. The beams of light revealed glimpses of the past, fleeting images that vanished as quickly as they appeared. The shadows seemed to play tricks on our minds, creating shapes and figures that weren't really there. The silence was broken only by the creaking of the house, settling around us like an unwelcome embrace. Each creak and groan felt like a whisper, a reminder of the house's age and the secrets it held. It was as if the house was alive, breathing and shifting with every step we took. Every room whispered a story of abandonment, of lives lived and lost within these walls. The decaying furniture and peeling wallpaper spoke of a time when the house was full of life and laughter. Now it was a mere shadow of its former self, a haunting reminder of what once was. Furniture lay shrouded in dust-covered sheets, their shapes barely discernible in the dim light. It was as if the house was trying to hide its past, covering up the memories that lingered within its walls. The sheets added an eerie, ghostly quality to the scene, making it feel as though we were walking through a dream. We pressed on, drawn deeper into the heart of the house, towards the secrets that awaited us in the basement below. The air grew colder as we descended, and the sense of anticipation grew stronger. What mysteries lay hidden in the darkness? What stories were waiting to be uncovered? We were determined to find out, no matter what awaited us in the shadows.
This is creepy, even for you, Zach.
Ben muttered. his voice tight with unease and a hint of fear. He was the skeptic of the group, always the first to rationalize the unexplained phenomena, but even he couldn't deny the palpable sense of dread that permeated the air around them.
Just the house settling, nothing more.
I replied, though even to my own ears, my words lacked conviction and certainty. The energy here was undeniable, a heavy, oppressive presence that seemed to press down on us with each step we took.
Come on, guys. This is what we came for, right?
Her voice echoed in the silence, amplifying the tension. Emily, ever the adventurer, seemed unfazed by the eerie surroundings. Her enthusiasm, though admirable, did little to quell the growing unease in my gut. The basement door groaned open, revealing a set of rickety wooden stairs leading down into the darkness. Each step creaked under our weight, echoing ominously in the confined space. The air was thick with the scent of mildew and decay, a stark contrast to the warmth of the house above. The air grew noticeably colder, a damp, earthy chill that sent a shiver down my spine. It felt as though the basement itself was breathing, exhaling a cold, ghostly breath that wrapped around us like a shroud. This was it, the heart of the house's darkness. The shadows seemed to move, dancing just out of the reach of our flashlights, creating an unsettling sense of being watched. At the bottom of the stairs, we discovered a room piled high with forgotten belongings. Dust-covered furniture, old toys, and broken appliances were strewn about, each item a silent witness to the passage of time. Trunks overflowed with yellowed clothes and faded photographs, remnants of lives lived long ago. Each photograph told a story, faces frozen in time, their eyes seeming to follow us as we moved through the room. And then we saw it, a small, ornately carved wooden box tucked away in the corner. Its intricate design seemed almost out of place among the clutter, as if it had a significance that transcended the mundane. The box seemed to pulse with an energy of its own, a low hum vibrating through the air around it. A faint, eerie light seeped from its seams, casting strange shadows on the walls. As Emily reached out to touch it, the temperature plummeted, and a cold wind swept through the basement, extinguishing our flashlights and plunging us into darkness. The sudden blackness was suffocating, and the only sound was the frantic beating of our hearts echoing in the void.